We were like coming closer, closer. I was like, Jesus, 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 Jesus. What is up, y'all? Arianna here, back with another video. Y'all, it's time for another dating story time. This one actually is a little different than the others, and I will explain more at the end why it's, well, you'll know by the end of this video why it's different. I really didn't give this one like an incubation period. Like in my last video, I explained how I usually like to wait a few months, maybe even a year before I start telling stories, because I want the dust to settle. I don't want any like drama or anything. But I feel like this story is necessary to tell now, and you'll see why. So let me just get into this date story time. Also, ooh, I almost choked on my own saliva. Also, my eye keeps twitching today, so if it just twitches in this video, we're all going to ignore it. It's a unanimous, look, there it goes. It's a unanimous decision. So if you point it out in the comments, we're all gonna come and attack you. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Everybody be nice. But also, there's no twitch going on. So if you're all caught up on my videos, then you know that I have been working on myself. I have not been dating. I've been doing my own thing. My last couple of videos, I explained how I have really been focused on my own self-love, my own self-worth. I've even been dating myself, like getting myself cute and just eating alone, spending a lot of me time, and I was not even trying to actively date. I did mention that I was open to dating if somebody came along, but I just was not actively pursuing anyone or anything for that matter. I was just kind of like focused on myself, doing me. And this one guy slid into my DMs on Instagram, and I was like, okay, let me just entertain, see what this is, remember how to flirt, all that good stuff. We didn't have any mutual followers or following though, like there was nothing in common. So I asked him like, how'd you find me? And he told me that he found me on Bumble. That seems like a legitimate, you know, answer. But I didn't have a Bumble. I actually deactivated my Bumble like 2 years ago. So either this man was lying or I didn't deactivate my Bumble right. He and I would just kind of like stop talking. I don't know, I just got weird vibes from him. It just didn't seem, I don't know, something was off, and I just didn't, I don't know, it just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So we stopped talking, whatever, and I was talking with a friend and she was swiping on Bumble, and that's when I remembered, oh my gosh, I should probably check to make sure that I deleted my Bumble, because if this man is finding me from there, I want to make sure, like, one, it's not a catfish, and two, that I deactivated my account. It might have been a catfish, but why would they put my real Instagram? I don't know, I'm not even gonna try and figure it out. But I ended up downloading Bumble just to make sure that I deactivated my account and that I did not have a Bumble floating around out there. And of course, when I downloaded the app, it made me make a whole new account because I didn't even have a Bumble. That man was such a liar, or whatever it was. I really don't know what was going on. That was crazy. So it made me make a whole new account, and I was like, well, dang, I already went through all these steps. I might as well swipe a little while I'm on here. So I get to swiping. And all of a sudden this man pops up on my screen. I said, ooh. Like, I specifically remember seeing his profile because I was like, whoa, this man is fine. He's got big old arms. And it's just this swag, this style. And I was like, okay. But in my mind, I was like, oh, he's too fine. Ooh, I spit. Thinking about his account makes my mouth water. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being thirsty. Where's my water? Where's my water? Oh, now I'm quenched. I'll be able to tell this story a little less thirsty. But his profile did make my mouth water. I can't even lie. I said, what was that? But I didn't want to get too excited because I was like, this man's so fine. There's no way we're gonna match. Like, he probably is like, who is this little country bumpkin? Like, but I was like, you know what? I might as well try. He's fine. So I did the little right swipe and it said, bloop, bloop. It's a match. I said, oh my god, this man is so fun. But then I calmed myself down because I was like, Arianna, like, don't get too excited. You've been on a few dates and you just don't get too excited. He's fine, but you know, don't get too excited. But I messaged him like right away. I was like, oh, I sent him a little gif of Rihanna being like, hey. And then he sent one back and we get to talking and the conversation is just flowing. It's just flowing. We've got chunks of text going back and forth, and I didn't even have my notifications on for Bumble because when I downloaded it, I really thought that I was just going to delete it a couple days later. I literally only downloaded Bumble to deactivate my account, but since I was already on there, I was like, I'll give it a couple days. And it just so happened within those couple of days, I ended up seeing this fine man. So yeah, we're talking or whatever, and it gets to the point where I'm actually checking my phone like every like 20 minutes to see if he's messaged me back because my notifications are on, and I was like, I'm not turning these on. I'm not gonna get distracted. I'm still focused on me, self-love journey, me all the way. Arianna Jonae, here we go. I love me. And for some reason, I just wanted to keep talking to him. I just wanted to keep talking to this man. I was like, I want to see what he has to say. I like what he has to say. So he wants to do like a FaceTime so we can kind of like talk and see each other, you know, talking in person. And I was like, yeah, I'm so down. And then we continued the conversation because we weren't going to do it right then. But we continued the conversation and it just continued to flow. And we just had so much in common. He was funny. He said I was funny. And he was like, you know, I think I kind of want to skip that step, like the FaceTime step, and like, let's actually go and meet in person. Like, let's go on a date. And I was like, okay. And so y'all, he sends me like a itinerary, and it has like the time, the date, the location, the address, like everything. A Virgo's dream. A Virgo's dream. So immediately I was like, all I gotta do is show up. He knows what he wants. Wow, I said he's really gaining some points. And I kind of got a little nervous because I started crushing. I was actually really crushing, and I was really not trying to date. I was really just doing my own thing, and I was like, dang, like I'm kind of crushing on this man, and I'm nervous. What could go wrong? Like that. I know that's not how you're supposed to think, but I was just like, what can go wrong? Like with my history, like I don't know. But I was like, I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna put myself out there. You know, let's just see. So the day of the date came. And my roommate was actually gonna drive me to the date and stay in the area. And when we were on our way, he texted me, he was like, hey, we have to actually change the location because there's gonna be a wedding at the first cafe we were gonna go to. And then he sent a new location, it's really nearby, so it wasn't like a detour or anything. And then he asked me, what am I in the mood for that day? And he was like, do you want an acai bowl? Do you want a fruit bowl? Do you want a smoothie? And I was like, what do I have a taste for today? And I texted him back, I was like, I'll probably go with the smoothie today. I'm thinking he's just like having conversation, like it's just like a little small talk or whatever. But 5 minutes later, he sends me a screenshot of the menu with a circled smoothie. And he was like, I got you this smoothie because I remembered that you said you liked pineapple. Thank you, God. Thank you. Not only is this man fine and can hold great conversation, but he remembers details from our conversation and implements them into our real life. And he's there early ahead of time, setting up everything and got my smoothie ready for when I get there. I think we might get married. I was like, don't get too excited, you know, hold on, bridesmaids, wait just a second, I don't know, I gotta meet him in person, you never know, what if he's not even the same person, you know, like what if I show up and he's somebody else? So I'm like 10 minutes away from the date and I'm excited because I'm like, wow, but then I'm nervous because I'm like, oh my God, like is this too good to be true? And then I'm like, who has a wedding at a cafe? The other place? Like, a wedding? At a cafe? Couldn't be me, could not be me, but congratulations to the couple. So my roommate pulls around the corner and drops me off, and I am walking up to the building or whatever, the little restaurant, cafe, and I see him and he's looking down, he's like reading. I was like, oh, an intellectual man, he's reading a book. I get closer and closer, and like he doesn't look up until I'm like, hey, and he tells me later on why he didn't look up is because he wasn't sure if I was going to be me, because he just saw a cute girl from the corner of his eye, and he's been like catfish before and stuff, and so he was like not gonna look up, because imagine he looks up and looks at me, and he was like, my date's coming any minute, and so he was nervous that the date was gonna show up while he's checking me out. Little did he know, surprise, I am the date. It's me, the hot girl walking down the sidewalk. and he's fine, like looking down, reading his book. But then he looks up and we lock eyes. Y'all, I didn't think it was possible for him to be even more cute than his photos, but it's possible. Thank you. This man was so fine, and immediately the nerves kicked in. I was like, hey! I was so nervous, and I hope that I played it cool, but I don't think I did. My knees kept banging the table. Y'all, I'm small. I'm like 4'11" and 3/4. My legs shouldn't be banging up on the table. His legs didn't bang the table. I banged the table like 5 times. So I was so nervous, kept fidgeting. I was touching on my stuff, grabbing my bag and stuff. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. But within the first 30 minutes, we got to laughing. Like, I was cackling. I was ugly laughing. He was looking cute though, but I was like, ah! Like I was cackling. I told him, I was like, you over here have me ugly laugh. I'm supposed to be cute as the first day. I'm supposed to be like, like this is how I'm supposed to be laughing. No, I was. But I did the one eye laugh. Oh, y'all, I was cackling, but it was so fun, and the conversations just flowed. Like it was great. He even teared up a little bit laughing because we were laughing so hard. Like we just clicked. It was incredible. We talked for hours. I kid you not, hours, and we didn't even notice that we were talking for that long. Like it was just hours. And I'm always cold. Like I'm pretty much, like I have chills on my arms right now. The heat is on, but I'm like cold. Like I take iron pills every day. I don't even know if I'm anemic or anything. I probably should go see a doctor. But the iron pills work, so whatever. But I'm so used to just being cold. And I didn't even notice because I was so into our conversation that I didn't even notice that I was shivering. And he picked up on it. He was like, are you cold? Are you shivering? Do you want to go inside? Do you want my sweater? And so we went and we sat inside and we talked for like another hour. And then he looks at me, he was like, so what are your plans for the rest of the night? And in my mind I'm like, oh, he's trying to get rid of me now. He's like, he's got stuff to do, like whatever. I was like, oh, I don't really have anything planned. And he goes, oh, well, would you want to go to this comedy show with me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he was like, okay, well, are you hungry? We can grab dinner and then we can go to the show. And I was like, yeah, actually I am hungry. And he's like, well, what should we grab? And I was like, should we do sushi? And he was like, yeah. So he picks a sushi restaurant, he pulls out his Yelp and he picks the restaurant and we hop in his car. And I told my roommate a few hours before, I was like, girl, it's okay, like I'll give you the okay, you go home, relax. And so we go to the restaurant, we grab our sushi, bon appetit. Bon appetit. It was really good. And then we go to the comedy club. We were going to the Laugh Factory. And we get there and where we're sitting is like right by the air conditioning unit. And he was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be cold. So he pulls up like a stool and then has me like sit in front of him on the stool, kind of like on him on the stool. And the entire show, he put his arms around me to make sure I was warm. The entire show. There were like 5 comedians and he just kept making sure I was warm, making sure I was comfortable. The entire date, like even beforehand, he just kept making sure that I was good. He was like, you okay? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Do you want a drink? Do you want any alcohol? Like what do you want? Like whatever you want. I was like, whatever I want. I've never heard that before. What? So, but anyway, it was just so sweet because he was so considerate and so thoughtful and actually thinking about me and if I was okay and if I was feeling good. And it was just like such a refreshing date. It was so refreshing. But it's not the end of the date, so let me continue. So the show ends and he's like, okay, I'm gonna drive you home. And I was like, are you sure? I live so far? Like he lives, so if this is like LA, like the center of LA, he's on one side and I'm on the other side. And we're right here in the center of LA for this show. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I live so far, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, well, how else would you get home? And I was like, I guess an Uber? And he was like, no, like, I'll take you home. So we're driving back to my place, and we're just like talking and stuff. I'm getting nervous just like talking about this part of the story because I was really nervous at this part. Because he was like, I want to hear you sing. I was like, you want to hear me sing? I don't think I could do that. My voice kind of went out. He was like, nope. I want to hear you sing. And I was like, well, I want to hear you sing. And he was like, okay. And I was like, and you got to sing first. And he was like, okay. He was like, when we pull up in front of your place, it's going down. I was like, okay. Y'all, I was so nervous. I was palms sweating. My throat started getting dry. I've never in my life sung for anybody just like that. Like, I've sung in an audition. I've sung in some karaoke. I sing around friends. But I've never in my life just sang for a fine man who just treated me to such an excellent night. I was so nervous. So I made him go first. And I was looking at him like, let's see. And he goes, sorry, I never told you. And I literally gasped. I was like, oh. And he goes, all I wanted to say. I said, stop! I screamed, stop. I screamed, stop. But I didn't mean him stop. I was like, oh my God, like, stop. This is incredible. Like, oh my God. But I was like, oh my God, stop. And he was like he thought I was like, oh my God, stop. And he was like, oh. I was like, I mean, no, not like that. I was like telling myself like calm down. But like, oh my gosh, stop, you're so good. He was like, wait, what? And I was like, you're so good. I was like, that was incredible. Like, that was incredible. Like, what? And then that made me more nervous because he was singing, doing runs and stuff. And I was like, I don't even know what song to sing. I don't even know what song to sing. I should go first. So I started talking to him, trying to distract. I was like, yeah, that was so good, that was great. You know, everything wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, you're not gonna get out of singing. And I was like, no, I'm not. Hi. So I decided, I was like, I'm gonna sing, I guess. I'm going down with Mary J. Blige. It's the only song I can think of because it's the song I sang in one of my last auditions. So I was like, oh, okay, all right. So I look out the window. I was like, oh God, I was like, Jesus, please coat my throat with musical talent. And so I started singing, and I was like, time on my hands. Y'all, it started so shaky. Like, I literally was like, time on my hands. Like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I'm so embarrassed just retelling this story. Like, I'm literally sitting here laughing about this part. Like, time on my hands. And he grabs my hand because he could tell I was so nervous. Because I mean, what? How did that come up? Me, I'm so loud. I was like, ow! And all of a sudden, time on my hands. And he grabbed me. And so he grabs my hand. And like, all of a sudden, I was calm. I was like, sis, you been away, boy. I ain't got no plans. No. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, how in the world he touched me? Usually that would make me more nervous. And I would have been like, no, I started singing it. I was still embarrassed though. And it wasn't my best, but it was better than the first line. I was shook. He grabbed my hand to calm me down, and it actually calmed me down. I said, I was kidding earlier saying this man might be my husband, but I think he might actually be my husband. What? And he goes, oh my gosh, I have chills. I was like, is it because I messed up in the beginning when you got nervous for me? That's why you got chills. He's like, no, you're so good, blah, blah, blah. He told me I was good and stuff. It wasn't my best. But he was like, you're so talented, blah, 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 and all that. And then he looks at me and he's like, I really want to kiss you right now. Y'all, I had not kissed anybody in like 2 years. Like, I'm telling y'all, I was doing my own thing. Like, I was really doing, I had not kissed anybody since 2018. 2018. So I was nervous. I was like, I don't even know if I remember how to kiss. Oh my God. How do you kiss somebody? I was like, oh my gosh, Jesus, how do I kiss? How do you kiss somebody? But I didn't know what to say. I had to answer, and I was like, I really want you to. Like in my mind, I was freaking out, but in the actual real life, it's like, I really want to kiss you. And I was like, I really want you to. And we were like coming closer, closer. I was like, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And then it happened, and it was magical. Like, you know, in movies where they say like you have that first kiss with that special someone that you remember, and it's like just feels right. This was one of those kisses. This was one of those kisses. And so we finished our kiss, and he was like, wow. He said, wow. And I was just sitting there like, we got to talking a little more. Like, he wasn't trying to like push anything, like not trying to be like overly sexual. He wasn't trying to like do anything that was uncomfortable, which I just so much respect, like so much respect. He had so much respect for me. I gained so much respect for him. Like, it was crazy. So we were just talking again, and he was like, you know, like, I have been actively dating. He's like, I'm in a place right now where I am looking to settle down, and you know, I did have like some dates set up, like some second and third dates from people that he had been dating in the, like, before he and I hung out that day. And he was like, but I want to cancel them all. I think I want to cancel them because I know what I want, and I want you. Y'all, he looked me in my eye when he said that. Like, he literally looked me in my eye and told me that he knows what he wants, and he wants me. Like, what? What? Like, I've never in my life had somebody look me in my eye and tell me that. Or just treat me the way he treated me the entire day, being extra prepared, remembering all the details, keeping me warm, driving me all the way home, being so considerate and thoughtful, and just and the whole day he was just telling me how beautiful I am, and how like wonderful I am, and how funny I am, and just complimenting me and just making me feel so good about myself, which was like, I just have never ever experienced that before. Every time I've been on a date in the past, it's always been like, am I good enough? Am I good enough for this person? Like, am I embarrassing myself? Like, but this entire date, it was just like, I was being myself, and it just felt right. It's just crazy. So this is when my self-sabotage it tried to kick in, and this is when I was like, oh, he likes me. Let's see if he can handle my crazy. And so, but I didn't, like, my conscious brain didn't say that. My subconscious brain was like, let's see, it's like the angel and the devil on my shoulder. The devil's like, aha, let's play some games. And so immediately after he said that, I was like, well, you know, you can go ahead and propose right now. Like, I'm ready, let's do this. And immediately I was like, why did I say that? On the first date, I told this man to propose to me. On the first date, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to say it out loud. But he laughed. And he was like, you're playing, but I'm for real. He likes my marriage jokes. So the self-sabotage was like, oh, he liked the crazy, let's take it up a notch. So we're walking out the car, he's walking me to the gate in my apartment, and we hug, and we just like embrace. We're just like embraced for a while. We're just like, And then I go, I feel like I'm dreaming. And he was like, I hope it's not a dream. I really do. He was like, me too. Like, I hope this isn't a dream. And I immediately respond with, what would you do if I bang my head against that tree over there and try to wake myself up? Y'all, I'm not kidding. I said this. We're having a moment. We're embraced. I was like, I feel like a dream. He's like, me too. But I don't want to wake up. That was something like, I'm going to bang my head against a tree. Why would I? And the fact that I asked him, what would he do? What would you do if I bang my head against a tree? You want to know what he said? Well, I guess I'd be there with you when you wake up in the emergency room. Wow. Wow. He likes my crazy. I told this man I was going to bang my head against a tree. What is wrong with me? I thought this man was gonna bang my head up against the tree, and what would he do? Why would I say that? But then he responded with, I'd be right there with you in the emergency room. I said, wow. So anyway, we kissed again, and I was like, get home safely. I was like, you better get home safely. And he was like, I will. I was like, you better. I was like, because if you don't get home safely. I was like, I'm gonna jump off this balcony. He said, don't do that. And I was like, I'm kidding. I was like, it's like Romeo and Juliet. Kidding, I'm kidding. But get home safely. I was kidding with that one. I was gonna jump off the balcony, you know, that's insane. But I don't know why I just kept saying these insane, crazy things. I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if it was just like just self-sabotage. I just kept saying these crazy things, and he just kept on being like, okay, you're funny. Like, so yeah. That was my first date. We're gonna call him Bay. I didn't even give him a name this entire time because I don't know. We'll call him Bay, and I'm sure I'll have other story times about him. But disclaimer, I don't want y'all going and searching for him. I don't want y'all prying too much into what's going on with us right now. I'll tell y'all what I want to tell y'all. It's still so new. Like, this was a few weeks ago, and I just really wanted to share this story with you guys because I've been so open about like my mental health and like self-love and my self-love journey, and I feel like meeting him was so insane. Like, I wasn't even on Bumble, I wasn't even trying to date, and it just so happened that the chain of events made us match right when we did. And I really feel like I wouldn't have been able to attract somebody so amazing into my life if I hadn't taken the time to just really understand how amazing I am. And even though I like make jokes and talk down like how crazy I am and stuff, like I'm still going through my self-love journey. I'm still trying to learn to love everything about me, but it also helps that somebody else is in my life that is telling me that all these crazy things are incredible and they're fun, and I'm fun and funny and I'm beautiful, and it's just all the things that I've been trying to instill in myself, I see reflected back to me in this. And I just really wanted to share this story with you guys, even though it's so new and the dust has not settled at all. But I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's just incredible how taking that me time and taking that self-love journey, taking that leap to actually be alone and be happy being alone and not just be desperate for any and everything, and how I was able to just attract somebody so amazing into my life just so randomly. Like 3 weeks ago I posted a video going on a date with myself, and then a couple days later all of a sudden this amazing man is in my life. But I just wanted to share this as like a part of my self-love journey and how it has switched the entire game for me. Like, y'all know I've had the worst luck when it comes to romance and love and dating and relationships, and me taking that break and taking that time just really shifted the energy. It shifted the vibration I was putting out, and like, I'm shook. I'm shook. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want me to be a little bit more open about my own personal self-love journey, then let me know down below, because there are a lot of things that I did. I have like certain crystals, I have my journal, I would write certain things, I would take love baths. So if y'all want to know more about that, like, I'll be more than happy to share it with y'all, because this is like it's a game changer. Also, leave requests for other videos down below. I posted on my community page that I wanted some requests, and I love all of the ones that you said, and I'm gonna film them. And yeah, if you didn't see that post, just go ahead and comment down below. Yeah, but that's my story time. It's a great date story time. Now you see why I have to tell this one so soon. It's like a direct reflection of my own self-love journey. Like, I'm so happy, y'all. Like, I have not been this happy in such a long time. Like, such a long time. I'm elated. I'm so happy. So happy. So yeah, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up for a good date. Alright guys, I will see y'all in my next video.